Jai Kunja Bihari, Jai Gopi Janavallabha, Jai Girivardhari, Yashodanandana, Vraja Janaranjana, Yamuna Tiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Nitai Gaura Haribol, Nitai Gaura Haribol, Nitai Gaura Pranande Haribol. Om Ajnanatinandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunadhanena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavati Paschatya Devashatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to ISKCON Mangaluru, Bhagavad Gita sessions, day 6, so chapter 6, Dhyana Yoga. Hare Krishna, Jyoti Mataji, everything is clear, right? Audio, video. It's clear?
It is clear, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. So Dhyana Yoga. Okay. So yoga means basically something like connecting to God. But nowadays, yoga has a different meaning and different viewpoint, right? Like especially in Western countries, it's like everyone is crazy about yoga. Okay, it is good. Okay, to some extent it's good because it has pranayam and breathe controlling and everything. Finally, you can control the mind. But now it's become like a business. They're making a lot of money and it just becomes some kind of activities. So like 2 years back, even I joined a yoga class and it's like, they was just concentrating more on the body, like how to take care of your back muscles and how to get rid of back pain and all the exercises were taught, the postures of yoga were taught concentrating on the material body. They're forgetting the soul. So actually, let's see what yoga is. And Arjuna wanted to know how to control the mind. This is what all of us want to know, right? The mind has three functions: thinking, willing, and feeling. So it thinks so many things. It's like there's a machine's there, and it's been like the thoughts just keep coming, right? Sometimes it's like a tsunami. There's a lot of thoughts coming. And sometimes I feel like, why I am thinking so much, right? Whatever we plan, because the man proposes and God disposes. Like Lord is the one who finally sanctioned it, but we keep thinking and thinking and thinking. So much we think, right? And willing, we want things and we desire and will to do some things and we feel, right? All the emotions, these are from the mind. So this is subtle body, the mind, intelligence, and false ego. So mind is actually the flow of thoughts. We can't see the mind, right? But it is the master of all the senses. We have all the senses. And then Arjuna wants to know how to control his mind because he was lamenting, right? Can anyone say what are the 5 reasons why Arjuna was lamenting? Please raise your hands. 5 reasons in the first chapter. Yes, Mehak?
Out of sin,
Hmm.
because of indecision,
Hmm.
because of family traditions
Yeah.
and no enjoyment
Hmm.
and
Indecision, right?
indecision. I have said one more is that
Compassion. Did you say compassion?
compassion. Yeah, it was
Yeah, compassion. So these are the reasons. But that was because his mind was thinking all these things and it came from his mind, right? So Arjuna want to know how to control his mind so that he can fight. Okay. Sometimes it happens when some situation come in life, we are our mind is like not at all at peace, right? We all want peace of mind, but we are not getting it and we don't know how to control it. When I came to Krishna consciousness, my first question to my senior was how to control my mind. So he told me to chant, and yes, it really worked. So now Arjuna is also asking the same question to Krishna. Let's see what Krishna replies. Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jitaha anatmanastu satrutve Vartetatmaiva shatruvar. So if you can control your mind becomes your best friend. And if you can't control, it's your enemy. For him who conquered the mind is the best of friends. You've thought like that, right? You have experienced it, right? But for the one who has failed to do so, his very mind will be the greatest enemy. So if you go to the psychiatric department, you see girls and boys. Yesterday I met a girl. Her parents are divorced, but then her life was like completely happy. But later on, because of that depression she got from her childhood, everything like all her problems started developing after that. She lost her self-confidence, she's kind of depressed and all that. This is because of her mind. She's like, I'm not worth of doing anything, I don't want to live. And and when I saw her, she was having 3 marks here. I'm like, what is this? First she tried to hide it, but then I came to know she tried attempting suicide 3 times. But still, look at the thing. She wanted to end her life, but God is not taking the life. He's still giving her the life. She's still living, but she's kind of depressed and she's not having sleep. So yesterday I felt so pity about her. I'm like, what is the situation? This was one girl. Like that, there's so many people around the world. The mind was her greatest enemy. I told her, you don't think your parents are your enemies or relatives are the enemies. No, your own mind. When Prahlad Maharaj was talking to his father Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu is like my Shatru, my enemy is Vishnu. And then Prahlad told, just 5-year-old boy, he told, no father, your enemy is not anywhere around. He's inside you. Then Hiranyakashipu, inside me? Yeah, that's your mind. Yeah, we have all experienced it, right? Sometimes our mind go crazy, thinking so many negative things, all negative thoughts flow. You should always keep it positive. How can we do it? An empty mind is devil's workshop. So never sit idle. Okay, always have some kind of activities. Always, that's why we have devotional service. So devotional service is always activity, not like you're sitting in one place quietly. You're chanting, you're listening to Bhagavad Gita, you're reading Bhagavad Gita. Okay, all these are activities. So always keep your mind in activity so that it seems positive. So if you control your mind become your best friend. And how can we do it? So Krishna explains it. Before that, Krishna says, okay, so what is yoga? Okay, so anyone can answer this. What is yoga? Krishna, what is yoga?
Yes, ma'am. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Yoga
Krishna.
means to connect to the God.
Okay, so you know any type of yoga till now we have learned?
Bhakti Yoga, Dharma Yoga, and
Not
Dhyana
dharma,
Yoga,
karma
uh,
yoga.
Dhyana Yoga,
Ah,
and
Ashtanga yoga. Yesterday okay, today we're going to learn something called Ashtanga yoga. Okay, so what is yoga? Yoga actually means connecting to God. Okay, it's not some kind of an exercise. Some people say yoga means meditation. No, that comes under it, but it's actually connecting to the Supreme. Okay, and we have different yogas like Karma yoga, Jnana yoga, Ashtanga yoga, Bhakti yoga. So Krishna is going to explain each one of it. Karma yoga we already saw. Karma, Vikarma. Jnana Yoga means getting knowledge about the Lord. Now today we learn something about Ashtanga Yoga. So okay, so basically there are lot of chakras in our body. Okay, and some people they concentrate on that. Some people concentrate on their respiration, inspiration, expiration, pranayama, and then they meditate. Some people meditate on the Brahman, the light. Some people meditate on the Paramatma concept. So there are different levels of meditation. But do you think this is yoga? This is crazy. What is he doing? Right? he is putting his head inside the earth and he's controlling the breath and all is fine. But Shirshasana, whatever you call, but this is like not given in the Shastras, this type of yogas. And in Western world, I told you, it's become a lot of, like an exercise. You know, Zumba and all classes. I've tried all these and I realized nothing is worth of wasting my time, right? So this is a kind of really exercise what happens. Yes, I was able to get rid of my back pain by all doing back exercise yoga. That's true, but that is only the physical part. What about the mind? Where is the mind in yoga, right? So is this actually the yoga? No. And there's something called goat yoga. people people, I don't know, all Western countries, this is what happens. And office yoga, you sit for the in front of computers for a long time, you get to have back pain and cervical spondylitis and all these problems. So because of that, they introduce yoga in the office. Sitting in the office chair, they do yoga. Okay, and there's so many yoga. Okay, for pregnant ladies, cat yoga, chair yoga, all these. And this was Hiranyakashipu. Okay, Prahlad's father, he also did kind of yoga. And desktop yoga. Okay, so many yogas for weight loss. This is what everyone tries to do for weight loss and for business success, for your wellness, right? So there's different types of yogas available. But let's see what Krishna talks about Ashtanga Yoga. Ashta means 8. Anga means limbs. Okay, there are 8 parts for a yoga. Whatever yoga you do, this is the 8 limbs. It starts with Niyama, Yama Niyama. Okay, it starts here. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and last is Samadhi. So this is a chakra. This is very difficult to reach. Now let's see each one of it. Okay, Yama means abstinence. Like, okay, I should not do that. I should not do that. A lot of restrictions before yoga. When I went to the yoga teacher, the first one she told us you should become vegetarian. And it's tough for me. I was eating non-veg like 4 times a day and I couldn't give it up. Suddenly, she's like, unless you become vegetarian, it doesn't have any effect on your body. And the yoga. And I was like, very tough for me to control all that. So Yama, in the first step itself, I failed. Then Niyama, so observances. You have to observe whatever the rules and regulations and whatever the teacher says it. And Asana, yoga postures. You're supposed to sit in a place, quiet and a place, and concentrate and sit like cross-legged. And my friends were not able to do it. They were kind of fat and she was having knee joint pain. So whoever has this pain, they can't sit like an asana, like the yoga posture. You've seen a yogi sitting straight back and your head straight, right? All these postures. And pranayama, breath control. But what about asthmatic patients and allergic patients? They already have breathing difficulties. They can't do pranayama. So they asked me to hold it like this and breathe in through one nostril, leave it, and again do. So that's good. In one way, it's nice for your body. But we are forgetting the soul there. Pratyahara, withdrawal of senses. I told you. See, she told a lot of restriction. Don't do that. Don't do this. Okay, so many restrictions. So you have to withdraw your sense and concentrate. The mind has to be concentrated. Dharana, concentration, which is not possible for me. In Kali Yuga, concentration is like, it's very difficult, right? So dhyana and meditation. Then is that dhyana and samadhi, complete absorption. That's like, it takes a lot of lifetime to reach that stage. So let's see what Krishna is saying and what Arjuna replies for that. Yogi yunjita sadatam atma nam rahasi stita ekaki yata chittatma nirasir aparigraha. A transcendentalist should always engage his body, mind and self in relationship with the Supreme. He should live alone in a secluded place and should always carefully control his mind, right? So this is what actually the yoga means. Okay, so first of all, going into a secluded place, is it possible for us in grihastha life? We have lot of responsibilities. We have our parents to take care, we have children, we have the whole family, and it's not possible for us to just leave everything and go, right? So going to a secluded place like Himalayas, that's not possible in Kali Yuga. You go everywhere, there are small houses and disturbances and noise around. So you can't live alone. So first, we failed here itself. In this, I'm talking of Kali Yuga, the Yama in Kali Yuga. Yes, meditation was prescribed. When was meditation prescribed method? Anyone know? When meditation is prescribed in which yuga? Yes, Rishabh.
In Satyuga.
Yeah. So why it was easy in Satyuga?
because people minds were easily purified at that time. People
Yeah.
were very
Yes, and their lifespan was also long, right? They could meditate for a long time, and for so many years, they had a big lifetime. And it was not like this in Satyuga. No advancement in technology, no transportations, no mobiles and gadgets and everything. Aram life, right? Very nice, and no deforestation. Nice forests are available. You can go anywhere and sit and meditate. So that was available in Satyuga. But in Kali Yuga, you sit somewhere in one place, people will come and disturb you. So this is not possible. Then Yama, you should live alone in a secluded place, which is not possible, and should always carefully control his mind, which is very, very tough. And he should be free from desires and feelings of possessiveness. But that is not possible in the first step. Yes, people do meditate in this yuga also, but it's the toughest process. They have to take so many lifetime to reach the perfection. Okay, and niyama, what is the rules? Yuktahara viharasya, yukta chetasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. So what is he saying, Krishna? He who is regulated in his habits, like eating, sleeping, recreation, and can mitigate all material pains, practicing the yoga system. So you should regulate your habits. I told you, the first thing which they say is you should become a vegetarian. And then initially it was tough, right? Suddenly, slowly we can give it up, might be. But then, and sleeping also, they give you so much hours to sleep and all that. And so that has to be done. And you should have your food like 2 hours before yoga, because otherwise you will have vomiting sensation. So there's a lot of niyama, rules for that. Okay. And next, asana, how the posture should be. Samantaya sirogrivam dharayan achalam stita sira samprekshya nashikagram swam nidashchanavalokayan. So one should hold one's body, neck and head erect in a straight line. You can't sit like this in yoga. You can't be like this in yoga. No, right? You should be like straight. Your body in a straight posture. You can see this posture here like this, and erect in a straight line. And stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Is it possible? Can you all try now? It's difficult for me. Okay, so stare steadily at the tip of the nose, and you sit like this. And in yoga, they say not to close your eyes completely, because if you close your eyes completely, what my friends did was they all went into sleep. They all were snoring, and the yoga teacher had to literally come and wake us up. Like when she did shavasana, we all were like fully relaxed. She told us to be relaxed, and she told to imagine so many things. I slept, and all my friends slept, and she took a video. We were all snoring, and she had to wake us up. But that was the best sleep I got. That is also there. But still, we were failing, right? We were failing. Then we realized we could not do it. So if you're intelligent, you take it from people. Don't try to give it a try. Like Prabhupada says, a child, it burns his fingers in that fire. So if the father say, don't go and touch the fire, if it's an intelligent child, the child won't touch, because the child know, oh, my father told that the fire is danger. But if a child is a crazy one, it want to test himself, he goes and touch the fire, he gets burned, and then never in life he'll touch the fire again. So someone who has practiced it knows the difficulties. But yes, there are some people who are really good at meditating. Some of my friends, they do like 1 hour they sit to meditate, right? But sometimes it's not possible for everyone. I'm telling in general, it's not possible for everyone. Many have spondylitis problem, many have back pain, old age have a lot of problems. You can't sit like this to meditate. So are you willing to give this yoga a try? Can someone raise the hands, whoever is willing to give this Ashtanga yoga a try? Nitikshna, you want to try? Sudhakar Prabhu want to try? Very nice. Yes, Prabhuji. Okay, so let's see. So what Arjuna thinks about this yoga system, okay? So Arjuna, as we know, is one of the best Kshatriyas, right? Favorite student of Dronacharya. When all the Kauravas and Pandavas were trained in archery, when Dronacharya told them to shoot a bird on the tree, all the Kauravas failed to do so. Because when Dronacharya asked, what can you see? All of them told, we can see the tree, we can see you, we can see everyone. And finally, Dronacharya rejected everyone. And all the Pandavas came, even he rejected Yudhishthir, Bhima, and everyone. Even they were saying the same answer. But it was Arjuna, when Arjuna was asked, what could you see? He told, I could see the eye of the bird. That's the focus. So when you do yoga, it's good. It's good for your body to keep your body fit. Okay, it's nice. Some kind of pranayam, some kind of exercise is good for you. Okay, and to keep it fit. But what about the soul? You're forgetting the soul. Why are you building up this body which is going to die anyway? Which is going to be buried or burned anyway, right? What about your soul? Your soul is precious, and you have to take care of the soul. So in yoga, if you miss the point, like if your the practice of yoga is to control your mind, is it to control your soul, to make it more strong, then your yoga has a good response. But if you are like other Kauravas, missing the point, the eye of the bird. Dronacharya told to shoot the eye of the bird, but everyone missed that point. But Arjuna was focused. This should be a focus, right? When you do something, you should not miss the focus. And what did, after listening to all these Ashtanga Yoga, what did Arjuna reply? Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramadi balavadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayuriva sudushkaram. For the mind is restless, Krishna, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong. It is strong. Oh, Krishna. And to subdue it, to control it, I think it's more difficult than controlling the wind. So can anyone control the wind? It's like impossible. The wind cannot be controlled. It just, you can't stop it, right? It keeps going. Same way, you can't stop your mind. It's very difficult, very difficult. Mind is like a monkey. It's crazy. It just go here and there, tries to jump from one branch to another branch. All our problem is because of our mind. See, if I've analyzed this, a situation will be there. It can be positive or a negative situation. It's based on your mind. The same situation you can see in a positive way. Okay, like Corona. So some people see it as a negative. Oh, many people are losing their life. Many people are losing job. There's a lot of problems because of Corona. But some people think it like it's mercy. It's positive. Okay, because of that, the whole family is together now. Like many people abroad, they come back home, and many people try to be learning more of Bhagavad Gita, and the registration in Bhagavad Gita course is like huge in Hindi and all is like tsunami, it seems Prabhuji was saying. So at least, okay, that was there, the disease is there, but still we know about soul and all. So death is also taken care. But then when many people are getting introduced to Bhagavad Gita, many people are on the process of moksha, then it's a blessing. So every situation in life, you can see it as both positive and negative. This is based on your mind. So how your mind takes it, that's important. So a monkey, until it gets a banana or some food, it's not happy. Same way, you should give some engagement to the mind. Always give some kind of engagement. Arjuna says, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramadi balavadritam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Oh Krishna, it's so difficult to control my mind. What to do? It's not Arjuna speaking. Arjuna is a perfect Kshatriya. He could see the eye of the bird. He was just doing it for us. He is representing us, right? So is mind your enemy or your friend? Yes, Ritika, is mind your enemy or friend? Hmm?
If it is
Ma'am,
controlled, it is
I
our best friend, and it not controlled, it is the best. No matter what.
Yeah, yes. So if it's controlled, it's your friend. If it's not controlled, it's your enemy. And how do we control it in Kali Yoga? Let's see. So all of the yogas are progression towards destination for Bhakti Yoga. This is the yoga ladder. Okay. So Karma Yoga, that's a basic thing. Because anyway, you do Karma Yoga, there is bondage. But if you do Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness, doing everything, giving the results to the Lord, then there is no bondage. But that takes lot of time to reach perfection. And Jnana Yoga, getting knowledge. It's not possible for in Kali Yuga to study all the Shastras, get perfect knowledge and all. It's unlimited. The knowledge about Lord and soul is unlimited. So sometimes it's not possible for everyone. Ashtanga Yoga, I told you, you can give a try, as Saurabh Prabhu was telling. He can give a try and let him tell the result to me. Okay, you can give a try. No problem in trying, right? But why are you wasting a precious time? We don't have time in Kali Yuga, right? We don't know how long we are going to live. So why are you wasting? You have already wasted your so many lifetime. But now at least after coming to this Bhagavad Gita sessions, Krishna is directly speaking to you. You got these opportunities, everything arranged by Krishna. Still don't, if you don't take it, then there's no point in listening to all these things, right? If you're really intelligent, if a person is really intelligent, he tries to learn from others' experience or by hearing things. Okay, Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman Praman, and all. So Ashtanga Yoga. Okay, you can give a try, but how many people can reach the final samadhi? Okay, the final trance where you completely meditate, and how many people can do it in this Kali Yuga? I'm talking about Kali Yuga in this age. And Bhakti Yoga, like as you told, no need to sit straight on the floor. You can walk, you can lie down on the bed, in the sofa, relax, just like that. Anyhow, you can just chant the Hare Krishna, right? And there's no niyamas and all. You can take non-veg also and then chant. You can without taking bath you can chant. So there's no rules and regulation for Bhakti Yoga. That's why Susukam Apsukha Uttanam. It's very easy to perform in Kali Yuga, and that's why it's a direct. See, other yogas you have to go slowly and progress. Bhakti Yoga you can directly take it, and in one lifetime you can reach Krishna just by chanting. There are many examples. Okay, now let's see more about this yoga practice. Okay, the spiritual practice of yoga. So in Sakti Yoga, people were doing meditation, right? It was possible there. And in Treta Yuga, they did fire sacrifice with pure ghee, and Brahmanas were there to chant the mantras. In Dwapar Yuga, it was elaborate temple worship. And in Kali Yuga, the present age, chanting the holy name of the Lord is the prescribed method. So when you have a disease, based on a severity, the treatment is given. Some people, okay, example case, take of cancer. It has different stages, stage 1, 2, 3, and there's different stages based on the growth of the tumor and the lymph node involved and all that. Okay, so based on that, treatment is given. If it's a small one, do an operation and get rid of the problem. But if it is a bigger one, they might need a chemotherapy. And it's more advanced, you might need a radiotherapy. And the more advanced, then nothing can work. And it means you try all the way, and palliative care is given. Like just because it's spread everywhere in the body, nothing can be done. Like no radiation, chemo, nothing works, right? So based on the severity of the disease, the medicine is prescribed. Same way, as the age advances, in Satya Yuga, people were so pure. Like no much mistakes or problems were there in the world. Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga. But in Kali Yuga, you see around every day in the newspaper, there's one or two negative things happening. People killing each other, rape, and what not is happening in the world, right? Why all this is happening? People are so fallen in Kali Yuga. So as the disease is growing in Kali Yuga, the medicine is also growing. Like the prescribed treatment is also changing. So the treatment for Kali Yuga to get rid of all our problems is chanting the holy name. Yes, you do meditation. I'm not against all that. You do yoga, whatever you want, you do. But at the same time, you chant holy name of the Lord. You give some of your valuable time to chant. This is what I was talking about. It's like a lift. If you have a lift in the building, it's good to take the steps. When you compare to your health, you can take the steps. But how many can take the steps? Can elderly people take the steps? Can a person who have heart problem take the steps? No, right? It's difficult to climb. Can children take the step? No. Can It's difficult. So, but in lift, you all be together, press one button of Hare Krishna mantra, and you reach on the top floor. This is what Bhakti Yoga is. It's a direct method. And in one lifetime, you can go back to the Lord. So this is what mantra meditation is. We are doing a mantra meditation. Okay. So the method prescribed in Kali Yuga is mantra meditation. If you want, you can take it. It's up to you. But you give a try. As you like to give a try for Ashtanga Yoga, you give a try for this also. What is a mantra? Anyone know the meaning of mantra? Atul, Koshle, Prabhu. You know the meaning of the mantra means what? Ritika? Oh, yes, Atul.
Mantra means
Man plus tra. Man means what? Man in Hindi.
Man is the, what do you call, the heart.
Man is
Man is heart in Hindi.
Jaisa man, Vaisa man, Jaisa tan, you say no? Man is it the heart?
Then Jaisa man Vaisa tan, if you say, then tan is the body.
Dhan is the body. What about man? Man comes from manas, manasa, manas, or whatever it is. Manasa means mind, actually. Okay, so man is the mind, and tra means that delivers the mind. Okay, so this is what we all want, right? To control the mind. How was it done? Mana trayate iti mantraha. So which delivers the mind or which can control the mind is a mantra. Okay, so mantra meditation, that's what we do in Kali Yuga. So man is mind and which delivers tra, mana trayate iti mantraha. And Kali Yuga, this is the mantra prescribed in Kali Santarna Upanishad. It says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Iti Shodashakam Nam Kali Kalmashanashana. These 16 words are the one which destroy the destruction of problems in Kali Yuga. It is given in the Shastras. Why don't we follow? Why don't we take it up? Right? And there's no Om in the Hare Krishna mantra. Okay, that means there's no rules and regulation. If it's a Om, it's a proper Vedic mantra. It has to be chanted like after taking bath and so many rules and regulations. But this mantra is not like that. Okay, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. He gave this so that everyone can take advantage of this. It can be sung in a Sankirtan way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You go to the ISKCON Desire Tree. There's an app called ISKCON Desire Tree. There's a lot of bhajans only on the Harinam. Different tunes you can sing the Hare Krishna mantra. And what are the scriptural references? See, when we speak Krishna consciousness, we give reference. We doesn't speak like, oh, I heard from here, I saw it in the serial. No, we give shastras because that's what Prabhupada taught us. Whatever you preach, whatever you give, you should give a shastric evidence, reference. Without reference, you've seen in the court, my parents are lawyers. So whenever they give some argument across examination, whatever they do for the witness and anything, they give reference from the old, what is it called? The verdict, right? The law, whatever came. So you have the law books where there was an old case, such and such happened in the Supreme Court or whatever, and they take the reference. This was exactly like the same case, and that was the verdict given at that time. That was the decision taken at that time, and they give reference. They keep referring books. So unless you give reference in the court, the case is not taken into consideration. I mean, the judge doesn't value your case. So same way, you should give spiritual reference for whatever we say in spiritual life. For chanting the holy name of the Lord, let's see what the scriptural references is. Naraniya Samhita, it says, in the age of Kali, people should simply chant the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's it. That's only thing we can do. Because in Kali Yuga, prayana alpa is our lifespan is decreasing. We don't know when we have to leave this world and go, right? Sometimes it's shocking to hear young people leaving the body, right? They might not have any disease, but just like that, a heart attack can come at for anyone, a silent MI, right? So death is always around us. Now it came in form of corona, but it's always there, right? Even when before corona came, there was tsunami and whatnot. So many things were there. So death is always there, and we have short lifespan. So to give other yogas a try, I'm not ready to do it because I've already wasted my time going through all that. And now I really don't want to waste my precious time in this human form of life. I don't know next life, what is it going to be, right? So in Kali Yuga, this is the prescribed method, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's Krishna himself, comes. And in Kali Santarna Upanishad, it says, after searching through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find a method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna. We can't find any method other than this. And Brihat Naradiya Puran says, okay, so yes, Nidikshna, can you chant the sloka?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama iva kevalam. Kalau nasti va gadaranyata.
You know the meaning?
Yes, ma'am. Its meaning is we have no option to except chanting the holy name in Kali Yuga.
So it is said 3 times. Okay. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama iva kevalam. There's no other way. Brihat Naradiya Puran, if you're referring to Puran, in the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. Yes, there is quarrel. Brothers are fighting, sisters are fighting for properties, and all this is happening in Kali Yuga. The only means of deliverance, moksha, is chanting the holy name of the Lord. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. The Shastra says that, right? That's why we take it. And come to Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 3rd chapter, 51st sloka says, Kale doshani derajan hasti heko mahaguna kirtana deva krishnasya mukta sangam param rejet. Oh, Maharaj Parikshit, Shukadev Goswami is saying, my dear king, although Kali Yuga is full of fault, right? Kali Yuga means fault. So there is a lot of problem in Kali Yuga. Yes, among all the yugas, Kali Yuga is the worst. But there's one special quality in Kali Yuga. What is that? It's that there is one good quality about this age. It's that simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one can become free from the material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. So who is saying this? Shukadev Goswami. He's a liberated soul. He's not a normal person. Okay, he's the son of Vyasdev. And he says this, that even though Kali Yuga is full of problems, there's one good thing. By chanting, you can get moksha. That's why many demigods, even Brahma wanted to take birth in Kali Yuga, because it's so easy. Brahma also has a lifespan. Okay, 311 trillion years. So he has a lifespan. From Brahma, even to an ant, everyone dies. Right? Even Brahma changes. So that when all the yugas end, he has to change. He has to die. So even he has a lifespan. What about us? All of us have a lifespan. So before our life ends, or before the soul leaves the body, you don't know when you're going to get the next chance. So start your devotional life. Start doing the prescribed method. As the disease is increasing in Kali Yuga, the method of treatment is also increasing. This is the treatment. And in Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, 25th sloka, Krishna says, Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. Out of all the sacrifice, I am the chanting of the holy name of Japa. So when you chant, that's Krishna himself. He himself comes and say in Kali Yuga, right? So chanting is very important. And in Shishtastakam Sloka 2, it says, Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Tatrapida Niyamita Smarinena Kala Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Namami Durdeva Mitrisham Ihacharanani Nanuraga. So the Lord had different names, okay? Different holy names is there, like Krishna, Govinda. He has many names. And all his good fortune, all his power is in his holy name. He has invested all his potencies in his holy name. And there are no hard and fast rules for remembering them. There's no rules. You can chant anywhere, anytime, anyhow. Okay. So what are the do's of chanting? I told you how to chant. We're not using this finger. You hold it like this and chant. Okay. And you might get a clicker also to chant, or you can chant in the hand. You just keep a number and chant the Panchatattva mantra before starting to chant Hare Krishna mantra. So the Panchatattva mantra is this. Okay. So we have already sent it in the group. Please try to remember. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. So these are the associates of the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Krishna himself, who came in Kali Yuga, Nityananda Prabhu's Balram, Advaita-acharya's Sata Shiva and Vishnu, and Gadadhar Pandita's Radharani, Srivasa's Narad Muni. So they are the devotee association who came. They are so merciful. They give you Krishna, praying. Okay, so the chanting of the Mahan Mantra should be done loudly. Someone asked me, can we do it in the mind? If you do it in the mind, you don't feel like concentrating on the mantra. So it's not like very difficult. You have to focus. No, you just have to hear the mantra. Just hear the Shabda, because that is not a normal sound. It's not a normal sound. Okay, that sound, that vibration can produce wonders. So chant loud in order to hear the mantra. Okay, and pronounce each name distinctly, like Hare Krishna, Rama should be heard properly. Some people, because they want to finish it up fast, like Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. So I could hear only Shri Krishna, something like that. No, then the mantra has no value. So always for 108 mantras, it takes like 8 minutes, 10 minutes maximum. So please chant. So chanting should be done like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. So that each word is heard loudly and distinctly. Hare means, anyone knows the meaning of Hare? Hare. Yes, Anvesha.
Hare means the energy of God.
Very good. It's the energy of the Lord. Radharani is the energy. Okay, Hare. So we are praying to her. Please engage us in Krishna service. Krishna means all attractive, and Rama who gives pleasure to everyone. So these are the names. And when you chant the mantra, chant it with respect and devotion and concentration. Try to do it. Okay, so you can. That's why we have it. We chant every day before the class, so that you develop a habit. Every day in the morning, you're fresh. Okay, so before going to office, do some kind of devotional service. Just take 10 minutes. Okay, so initially, even if you don't concentrate, just like that, you say chant, still it has effect. You can chant in any place, sitting or walking, facing any direction. Okay, we can chant. No rules like that, that you have to sit in such and such posture. No, you can chant at any time. Okay, initially when I came to Krishna consciousness, it was tough for me to chant. So I used to chant at night, 12 o'clock before sleeping, or 11:30, 12. That was the time when I chanted. But later on, it's better to chant in the morning. That's better during the early morning, the Brahma Muhurta. Your brain is fresh after sleep, and there's a sattva gun predominating at that time. People are all sleeping. It's a light, nice, quiet atmosphere to chant. Yes. So you can chant either before taking bath or after taking bath. No rules. I told you. Some people say, "Oh, we should not chant during the periods and for the ladies." No, nothing like that. Anytime you can chant. There's no rules. Don't think it's impure to chant at that time. Krishna's holy name cannot be made impure. It's so pure. You can even chant in the bathroom, which is considered to be the most not good place. Okay, it's recommended to chant by keeping a count. Someone asked me, is it not sin to count the mantra? It's like we're doing injustice. Initially, we are all sadhaks. We are learning the process. So better to have consistency. Some day we have nice mood and we chant like so many times. Some days we are so you're so hectic at work, and you're so tired, and your mood is off. You don't feel like chanting. No, that should not happen. If you have a prescribed method, a number, then you do it. So what? Why 108? Why do we chant 108 times? I told this yesterday. Anyone remembers? Why 108 times? Yes. Sonia, why 108 times?
It is
Yes, Sonia? You were telling something? Was it Anvesha?
yes, yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, because it is a good number, and we have 108 Upanishads.
Yes, 108 Upanishads, and this is the prescribed by Acharyas, right? Even us spiritual masters told this number, and Krishna. Yeah. So this is an auspicious number, so we take this 108. But nothing wrong chanting any number what you want. But it's better to have a particular number to chant, keep a count. That's why preferably you chant on a mala. But it's okay if you don't have a mala. It's okay. You can chant just like that in counting with the hands also, right? And what are the don'ts of chanting? We should not chant a portion of the mantra. Like in one bead, if you just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. No, that is not the right way. A portion of the mantra should not be chanted. Okay, so then that is offense. So you should chant the whole mantra in one this one bead. So we have a bead bag like this. If you want, you can get it so that the beads are safe in the bag. And then when you take the beads out, like we have 108 beads, right? So this is the Meru or the Krishna bead in this which we don't chant. And we chant like this. We don't use the index fingers to point out someone's mistakes. So between the thumb and the middle finger, you hold it and you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Go to the next, and pull it towards you. And don't chant just one half of the mantra like Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, and then go to the next. Go to start Hare Ram. No, the whole mantra should be chanted in one bead. Okay, so that is the right way to do it. And one should not chant on the Krishna bead. This is Krishna bead, okay? This is like a witness here, and you should not chant on that. This is how the position of holding it. The index finger is not used. So that's why we have a bag. In this bag, actually, there is a hole through which the index finger can be put out and it can be chanted, okay? And Yeah, one should not chant while reading a book or reading newspaper, watching TV, mobiles, etc. Because then you are not concentrating. Simply making out a number of chanting is not enough, right? So this should not be done. And there's no other rules otherwise. And benefits of chanting is it gives you freedom from anxiety and stress. So this is a method to control your mind as well, right? The mind control techniques. Many people who came in Krishna consciousness, they were taking psychology treatment, they were taking sleeping pills. One of my friend, unless she takes sleeping pill, she can't sleep. But one day what happened, always she chant before sleeping. So I told her, on the bed, you take the beads, you keep chanting and see whether you're sleeping. If you're not sleeping, you take the medicine. So she was chanting. She didn't chant 108 times. She chanted like 50 times, 60 times, and she slept. And that was the first day she slept without taking medicines. And she was surprised. And even her psychologist, even the psychiatrist, the doctors were surprised. What is happening to you? Very nice. How much you've improved. That she's like, this is like a drug. So that's what happened in America. When Prabhupada went, everyone were taking LSDs and all whatnot, all the drugs to keep them happy because they were stressed. But when Prabhupada gave this mantra, it was like more than an LSD. And the newspapers told the LSD have replaced, Hare Krishna have replaced LSDs. And so that, and they put an article, stay high forever. So when you take LSD, for some time you're happy, again you come back to the normal position. But this Hare Krishna mantra is not like that. It's real nectar. Okay, it gives you freedom from anxiety and stress. You can see these people, they're not posing for the camera or something. They're really happy. This is the real happiness. They're enjoying it and they dance out of that enjoyment. You get real peace of mind. Okay, I'm not telling it just, I'm not exaggerating things. It is the truth. I've personally experienced it. Okay, you get the real happiness by chanting, and that's what we need, right? All of us are working so hard. Whatever we are doing, it's for happiness. So if we have a simple method to be happy, why don't we take it? So this is the mantra which we do, and please chant Hare Krishna and be happy. So this is the beads. Okay, if you really want to have it, you can get it from any of these concenters. It's made up of neem. So neem is actually pure. It's considered pure. So if you touch the neems, the beads, it's considered pure. It gives a positive energy, and you hold it like this. Okay, so this index finger is not used. So it's between the thumb and the middle finger. You hold it like this. This is how we do. Okay, this index finger is not used. Don't touch it like this and hold it like this. No, like this. And then you chant, don't chant on the main bead, the Krishna bead. You chant the Panchatattva mantra there. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivedanta. And then you start chanting on each bead. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. And keep going. Each mantras in each bead, you keep going. You pull it towards yourself, not the opposite way, and just keep pulling, and then you reach to the 108. You finish the whole mala, okay, and you reach to the 108th bead, okay, and then you can stop. And if you're going to the next mala, don't cross it. Start from this. The 108th bead of the first mala becomes the first bead of the second mala. So you don't cross it over, just chant like that. And better to get a bead bag like this, a bag, so that the beads, it's very precious. It's very considered holy. You don't have, if we throw it in the floor, or it gets spoiled very fast. So instead of that, keep it in a bag. Nice small bags are available. It's just very cheap. You get for 20, 30, 40 rupees in any ISKCON centers, and you have a nice bag like that. And so in the bag also, you can keep like this and chant. And this is another Sakshi beads. Like there are, how much ever you're chanting, you can just keep a count of how much you're chanting. So please do chant, all of you. And if like when you are not comfortable with mala, that's okay. You can get a clicker like this. This clicker has all the number will come here. As you click it, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All these numbers will come here. So as you chant, you can keep a click, the count on a clicker. So it's just put like this. Okay, in any finger, you can just put it. Nobody sees it, right? It's like this, and just keep chanting. Okay. This is the prescribed method in Kali Yuga. That's why. So Hare Krishna, everyone. So let's quickly watch a video